much. We've got a microphone for passing around, so Ben, we're going to use the first three. So just hang on a second. And if for those of you who we're not used to having with us, if you raise your hand, I'll get around as many as we can in the time. We've got Virgil van Dijk coming separately once the manager's concluded his. And a reminder for the top photographers, as we always say, if you can please bear in mind the manager will need to hear the question in what is not his native language. So then the first three, and then we'll go over to Mandy. Okay.
Fantastic. Jurgen, a week ago ahead of the first leg, you spoke about your team being underdogs in this tie. As we sit at halfway, 3-0 up from the first leg, how do you change your approach now that you are favourites to go through?
First of all, I'm not interested in this kind of labels, favourite and underdog. I thought it's common sense to say if you play in the Champions League stage against the winner of the Premier League, that you are not the favourite. That was what we were last week, and for me, the whole game is about these two legs. So I'm not interested what changed. You have to go, how it always is in football, you have to go and lead in a lead, and you want to score goals, and at the end, when the final whistle, when anybody is doing the final whistle, then you want to have won the game, and that didn't change since then. We are only in the lead. No problem with that. It's better than I could have expected, but we all know, and I think you all know, that there is still a lot of work to do, and that's why we are here, and not thinking about who is now favourite or whatever. It's all about going the next round. That's what we will try tomorrow.
We've just heard Pep Guardiola and Fernandinho talking about the tough week they've had. Do you get the sense that they are vulnerable given the two defeats?
No, I didn't need anything like that. I knew when we played City, when we lost here 5-0 in the beginning of the season, everybody saw the quality of City, even when we were one man down, but the quality of City was clear. It was clear when you saw preparation for the season, signings. We all know about Pep, best manager in the world, and then it was clear that they will be outstanding. But there's no perfect football team in the world. That the games doesn't give you the chance to be perfect. You have moments, you have situations, you have days, sometimes only minutes, but they had it most consistently. That's why they will be champion at the end of the season. So I knew before that they can concede goals, and if you can concede goals, you can lose. That's how it is. But didn't need anything like that. It's a tough moment for all teams in football, like for us as well. Even when we won the first leg, then we had to go to Everton for the derby. It was not easy, and there are a lot of problems around, but I don't think that anybody really thinks about problems in that moment. It's a big excitement about the opportunity and the chance to go to the next round, which is not fixed so far, but I don't need that. It's not, I don't think that Barcelona thinks they are already through against Rome, because that's football. You have always the chance to respond. You have always the chance to strike back, and that's what City has the chance to, and we have the chance to play again really, really good and to win the game. Why not? I think most of the people, I think it's not one say, okay, Liverpool will go through, but on the other hand side, I think, but they will probably lose here and all that stuff. Nothing is fixed. So we have the chance to win. It will be difficult, but I think when you start a football game, that should be the target.
And just finally, Mo Salah, how is he, and can we expect to see him tomorrow?
Not sure 100%. He was yesterday with the athletic coach in training, and now I'm here at 5 o'clock. We train at Melbourne, and then we see if he can be part of the training. I would say rather yes than no, but we have to see. Then we have to wait for the reaction until tomorrow, and then we'll make a decision. That's it.
Okay, we'll take a couple from Mandy, then we're going to go to the reporter in front there. So yes.
Jurgen, you're unbeaten in 11 games in the Champions League so far, 37 goals scored. Would you say your side have come alive in this competition?
So far, yes. Yeah, but that's how it is in life. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean that it will stay like this. So it's a lot. Boys put a lot of work and fantastic attitude, big effort, and so that's why we had this. Why we have these numbers. So yeah, and to go through until here, you need to have at least similar numbers, and to go to the next round. Yeah, they need to be better after that. So after this day today, and so that's a chance what we are working for. I still cannot forget when we played Middlesbrough last year, and we knew we will be fourth in the league, and we had the qualification. It felt fantastic, and then you got Hoffenheim, and then it felt like, oof, that's pretty tough, and you won that, and then we are so excited about the opportunity to be part of the Champions League, and now being here, play against. For me, still the best team in the world in the moment. Yeah, it's a big job, but of course an opportunity as well.
And for looking ahead to back at the last 2 games for Manchester City and ahead to next season, does it give other teams hope that this City side aren't always invincible?
No, I don't. I don't think that City will be worse next year. They had a fantastic season, outstanding season, but they are human beings, thank God. So and they had now 2 results, maybe which nobody really expected, but we had to play our best to bring that, and United for sure. Was a little bit lucky with using the situation. First half, everybody knows they could have scored 5-6. It was an outstanding football game, and then if the door is still open, United of course has the strength to go through. But and United didn't have a game during the week, so City had. They made a few changes. That's how it is. That's our life, and it's easy then from outside to say. They're vulnerable or whatever. They're human beings, and so sometimes because the quality of the opponents, we were strong. United were really strong second half. It will always be possible, but I don't think that too many teams should hope that they will have big problems next season.
You okay to identify name and organisation? Then we'll go to the gentleman, then Simon.
Okay, hi, I'm Suzanne from Viasat Sweden. We talked a little bit with Pep about the fact that they need to do the perfect game, coming offensive and keeping clear. How is it to prepare for a game where you know that they are going to come with everything they got?
They do it always. I would say that's how City plays. If you saw the first half against United. How I said, in a normal game for City against one of the best teams in the world, United, they could have scored 6 goals, or maybe should have 4 at least. So that's their quality. So it's will not be a surprise for us that we have to be at our best again. That's how it is. So if would have happened what everybody probably would have expected, then we are already halfway out. Then we would have lost the first game against the best team for sure of the Premier League. We would have lost at Anfield and coming here more or less to, I don't know, to keep our pride or whatever, to show some kind of reaction. Now we are in that situation. So it's our job to try with all we have to use that situation, because we created it. The boys created with an outstanding performance, very, very mature, and so I'm still excited about opportunity and not anything else. I'm really looking forward to the game. It will be, again, a real football game, and it's good.
What's the perfect game scenario for you?
I don't think that it helps a lot. That's pretty clear what is a perfect game scenario. If we score 5, it would be difficult for Manchester, so I know it's not really likely. So it's all about being stable in the game in all the different moments, still being brave, being lively, being high energetic. Try to cause them as many problems as possible and all these things. So it will be football. It's all about football, and that against. But that's normal. If we go through, if City go through, then it's waiting. Real Madrid probably, Barcelona probably, and Bayern Munich probably. That will be quite intense as well. So it's right. So because it's the Champions League, it's the best team competition in the world, and That's why it should be difficult to go through. So we knew that when we started. I told you about the excitement we felt when we were qualified. Now we are here. Excitement didn't stop since then. So we are still really happy to be part of the competition and we want to stay in it. That's all.
Okay, gentlemen, could you name an organisation and we go to Simon after that? Yeah.
Hello, Jurgen. Guardiola said a lot of times that he don't talks about referees. And last Wednesday he complained about your referee and the next referee that tomorrow is Mateu Laoz because he had some problems with him last season. Maybe it's for pressing, condition him, or what do you think about this?
Nothing. What was the question? I only understood the part.
What do you think about Guardiola talks? He says, I never talk about referees. And he talked last Wednesday about your next referee that is Mateu Laoz, tomorrow referee.
Okay, I didn't hear that, now you tell me. So, to be 100%, there was a situation in our game when we played them where perhaps would have been right to talk about the referee. In the last game against United, I know myself, meanwhile, long enough and good enough, I'm pretty sure I couldn't have ignored a clear penalty situation with Aguero. So I really think he's a very disciplined man, that he don't talk about refs. That's a good idea. By the way, maybe I should take it. But I have no idea about the Spanish ref and the relationship, obviously. I have nothing to say about that.
Simon from the BBC.
Jurgen, Pep Guardiola talks a lot about his side's lack of experience in Europe. Liverpool as a club have huge history in Europe, but recently not so much. Does it have an impact on a competition like this when you're trying to get further, trying to get to the semi-finals and final of the Champions League?
There's a mood around. That's something like the experience. I don't think really helps. You can ask yourself if the experience of your grandfather helped you a lot in your life. I'm not sure. You have to make your own experiences. That's maybe, but in the club it's like this, that the mood is special in these moments. You can feel it even if you, of course, as you can imagine, the short periods between the games. Not, but it's never really easy to be part of the normal life and feel and hear what people are saying about the excitement and the importance of the competition. But you feel that it's European nights for LFC are special. Expectations big, but we are not more experienced than the City players in this competition, especially on the Champions League. We have been with a few of the boys 2 years ago in the European League final, clear, but it's an experience. When you lose the final, it's not an experience you really need or you use a lot. We try to do our best to gain experience, to get experience, to collect experience, to collect informations and all that stuff. That's what we do, and that's what we did so far. And tomorrow night, it's again a big test for both teams, of course, for both teams. And will be interesting to see how we can deal with that 100%.
Okay, last couple. Arthur from Brazilian television, if we could pass the microphone to him. If there's anyone who's got any final questions, if you wanted to try and catch my eye, but Arthur now from Brazil.
Hi, Mr. Klopp. After the match, the last match against Manchester City, Firmino said that he is in the best moment of his career. I would ask you if you agree with him and if he is in the best shape since you started coaching him.
Yes.
Would you like to follow up, Arthur? Would you like a longer answer, or is he happy with it?
If you want to give me a long answer, would be great.
No.
Okay, any final ones for Mr. Klopp before we bring Virgil van Dijk in? Any final questions? No? Okay, guys. Our training's at Melwood. I think we've said 5 o'clock, but it'll be close to 5.
If I will be there in time.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Jim afterwards, yeah. Just follow it now. Okay, Ben, do you want to start things off?
Fantastic. Virgil, thanks very much for joining us. We've just heard from Pep Guardiola, we've heard from Fernandinho, we've now heard from your manager, and there's been a lot of talk about the number of goals Manchester City need to take this tie either to extra time or to put themselves in a position to go through. So, from your point of view, how are you approaching the game as defensive units?
Well, it's pretty clear that defending a 3-0 lead here is going to be a bit of a strange situation. But I think we need to come in with the mindset that it's still 0-0. We want to win the game, and we know we're capable of scoring goals. We know also as a team we can defend pretty well, very compact, and you could see it also in the second half we played them. But I think the main thing is that we definitely need to keep a mindset of winning the game instead of defending a lead.
Have you been working on your defensive shape, given the state of the tie? Do you change your strategy at all, or do we expect to see the same attacking, free-flowing Liverpool team?
Well, yesterday was a recovery day because we played the other day. So today we're gonna have a talk, a meeting, and prepare us very well for the game. And then even on the match day we will discuss and prepare us even better.
And given Manchester City were beaten at Anfield, they had the chance to win the title at the weekend and failed to take it, losing to Manchester United. Do you get the sense that they are vulnerable?
Well, I got the sense after the game we played them at Anfield already. Obviously they have so much quality. They're gonna win the league. That's pretty clear. That's not for no reason. But we know what we're gonna face. We know their strengths. We know their weaknesses, and we need to be 100% and even more to finish the game.
Virgil, we know that psychology plays a lot in football and in sports in general. So if they score early, City, how would you prepare for that situation as a unit, as a defensive unit?
Well, we need to stay calm. That's the main thing. But yeah, we're not gonna think that they're gonna concede early. That's not the mindset we want to go into the game. We know we need to be 100% and try and do the same thing we did in the first half against them. And I think if we do that and everyone is ready for it, then it's gonna be a difficult night for them as well.
Looking at it in a different way, you are one of the few teams that managed to keep a clean sheet against City. How much confidence does that give you going into the Etihad?
Well, I think we're full of confidence anyway. Apart from the 3-0 lead, I think we played well against them. We played, especially the first half, where we had 3 amazing goals, and the second half where we defended as a unit, fantastic as well. So we're pretty confident, but we know it's going to be a totally different game maybe tomorrow, where they need to come, but we need to be ready and prepared for everything. And what I said, we want to win the game.
Virgil, because of the reception that the Manchester City players got at Liverpool last week, there's a chance that Manchester City fans in particular will be very aggressive and vociferous with the reception for the supporters tomorrow. Are you concerned about that? Does that bother you? Will you feed off it and actually make you play better?
Well, that's something really I can't, comment on. What happened before the game? That's something I have no control or anything. But we just need to be ready for our football match. That's the only thing what we can have influence on. So that's going to be the case.
Okay, could you David at the end here, please?
Virgil, Pep Guardiola said in his press conference that he felt that Liverpool were probably one of the worst teams you could face, being 3-0 down after the first leg. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, being 3-0 down against anyone shouldn't be good. But yeah, I think we as a team, we feel like we're in a great moment at the moment, and I think we can make it difficult for any team in the world. That's what I think. But still, we need to show it. We need to be ready for a fight, ready for a good game, and we will be.
You mentioned yourself the tight turnaround from the Everton game. How are you as players feeling? Does that fitness go out of your head when you're playing such big games?
Sorry?
Is it not less of a factor that you may be feeling tired from the Everton game because this is such a big game that you're already so up for it anyway?
Well, in three games in 6 days is hard for anyone, but I think we were ready before the Everton game as well. Unfortunately, we didn't win that one, but I think for tomorrow we want to win it again, and we're going to be prepared and ready for whatever's coming.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yeah, gentleman here, please.
Hi, Virgil. When you played in Holland, it was quite a steady league. Then you went to Scotland, England, and after Southampton, it's a much harder time of the year, so many games. Can your body take all that? Obviously it can, looking at you playing so many games, but can you describe what's happening to you?
Yeah, no, I can handle it definitely. It's hard, it's tough, and it's only, I think, 1.5 months left of games, and then a well-deserved break. But I think as a football player, you want to play games. You want to, compete, and especially at the time we're in right now, and playing for the Champions League semi-final, and even the other day playing the Merseyside derby. It's just an amazing time to be a Liverpool player.
You waited. Can I ask
Yeah.
one? You waited quite a long time. Didn't go into any other club, and waited for Liverpool. Was this what you saw at that time, or were you hoping to create something like this here?
Yeah, well, I came definitely to Liverpool to achieve everything that's possible, and to that it happened in the winter. That was obviously fantastic news for me and my family, and you hope to try and settle as quick as possible within the group. Also, apart from football, with living and the family as well, and I think it went pretty well. So I'm just enjoying every day, every bit of it, and I'm around with fantastic players, with a fantastic coaching staff, and amazing fans, and a great stadium to play in. So I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Okay, Mandy in the middle there, PLP. Thank you.
Virgil, 11 games in the Champions League so far, 37 goals scored. Do you think Liverpool have come alive in this competition this season?
I think that's pretty clear, yeah. Yeah, a lot of goals, a lot of great results. Yeah, it's been a great campaign so far, and hopefully we can make the next step tomorrow night.
Okay. Any final questions? Just one at the back there, I think.
Virgil, hi. I'm here from the Chinese state broadcaster CCTV. I'm just wondering, how aware are you of the global following for this match, and whoever goes through will be representing the Premier League?
Yeah, well, that's pretty clear with all you guys here. Obviously, that it's been massive for everyone, and we know definitely how special it can be for us Liverpool players and the fans that we hopefully go through to the semis, and but we're not there yet, so we need to finish the job, and that's going to be a very hard task, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's a while since the Premier League team has won the Champions League. Do you think it'd be great for the league to have another winner?
Well, that's a bit too far ahead, but let's just focus on tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll end it there.